Right now, I'm facing a lot of uncertainty. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm like quitting or being all mellow, dramatic for you. But I'm just, I guess, giving out my thoughts for right now. I've returned to making YouTube videos since December of 2019 after getting a more optimal setup for creating content and playing like PC games optimally while recording. Streaming, it was a little more pushing for my hardware at the time, but I still somehow got it done. I mean, unless I was playing like maybe consoles, but it's whatever. Um, but then I got fired from my job in March due to the global pandemic and all that. So it gave me a lot of time to basically just put in some hours into either streaming or making some content on YouTube, which I have done within the past few months or so. I mean, sure, it was on a monthly basis, based on like what project I was doing. But I would say it's more difficult for me to create something new because there's not much going on right now. You know, like sure, in terms of like in terms of the community and other creators out there, there's a lot to talk about, but I don't want to get into that. I don't want to delve back into that whole creation part of my channel. I do want to solely focus on talking about like new games, old games, shit that's relevant to me, shit that I'm actually passionate about. The reason I created this channel in the first place. I've had a run with commentary for a little while, but that was only because I've ran into a stalemate. Not many people were watching, gaming videos as much as everything was back in the day. I've adapted in that certain time frame. It put me on the map a little bit, talking about Lion Maker and many other creators out there. But after, I would say, I graduated high school, started getting ready for college, that whole thing made me just stop. It was basically moving forward with my life at the time. I've gone through like my education and all that. I finished all that. I'm gonna try. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just apply it to my own original work before I get some work in my desired field. The things I got. I went to school for. So it's okay. Shit like this happens. Sometimes people will land an opportunity, and sometimes people don't. It's on a case by case basis. But after two years of being inactive in the community, and basically going through the like just passing by the worst phase of basically YouTube, of the YouTube community at the time. It was definitely time to sanitize everything. So I've basically skimmed through that. I've left at the right time. Sure, I basically went off the radar after, I would say, maybe May of 2016. I could have stayed on the grind and not continue with my prospects, but sometimes it's much different. It would have been much different if I continued with the grind, but I stuck to my guns, and it felt good, going to school, learning a lot about the industry and basically the world alone, and after graduating, I went to land a few freelance gigs in staging, a completely different operation compared to like maybe film and TV or even internet personalities. That sort of thing is a whole different field of that. I would say after a while, I've gotten a little tired of it. It was only because of the people who I've worked for. Not the people I worked with, but whom I've worked for. The leaders of each production I was on. Sometimes those people were very unsatisfactory. Had a really poor attitude problem. Did not treat everybody with like respect. So it made me just get sick of it. So I've took a break from that. I've also, another reason I've taken a break from that was because of an injury I've had. That's gonna basically stick with me for the rest of my life. Maybe on a more confident day I'll say what it is, but for right now I'm just gonna leave that a mystery until I'm feeling more confident to talk about it. So after all that, and basically working a basic 7 to 3 p.m. 8-hour job, I've been doing that for about close to 9, 10, 11 months at the most. This was a little bit during the time I was thinking about making some content again, because I figured why not pass the time to do so. But of course I've lacked the hardware and the motivation to do it. I feel like if I were to just get in front of the camera one more time, I'd get basically I would act like my 2012 self, myself from the year 2012 when I first started the channel. It took a lot of time to grow a lot of charisma of talking to myself, talking to a microphone without anyone being there. It took a lot of confidence for that. I felt weird doing that. So, yeah, I basically just I had a whole reset era, where I've just went from 2012 version of me. I grew in terms of having, confidence and, charisma at the time, to basically just falling off the face of the earth and losing my charisma, my motivation, my drive, the work ethic, of course. Hence why it explains my current phase right now of YouTube, where I just upload maybe once or twice a month, or maybe once every 2 months. It all depends. Is because my work ethic really started declining after a while. I'd also like to say here that I'm sorry if I take too long on making a video. It's only because I'm trying to basically one up myself each video. You see what I could really do to push myself on that. I wish I was able to do it a lot faster, but in terms of creativity, hopefully I can reflect on this and be like, yeah, I think I did better than the last time, and hopefully as time passes on to get a little bit better, as I continue to make content. Then I've came into a screeching halt as of recent. I got called back into work. So this has me thinking, now that I'm back in the workforce, back in my old job, I'd most likely have less time to focus on the stuff that I was doing to keep myself busy while being unemployed, which was either streaming and making content while I was not streaming. So it's going to be an interesting rest of 2020. I might have to shift gears. I don't know for certain though. But hopefully hopefully as new games come out, I'll be able to work twice as hard to be a better content creator. Of course, I'm just doing this for fun. I don't make any money off of my YouTube, and if I were to earn something off of Twitch, then that's fine too. But that's only optional. I always strictly say that it's just optional. Just having more features as an affiliate makes it more easy for me to stream and all that. So that's just that. But it's just crazy now. Just looking back at my whole internet persona, it's coming close to 8 years since I first started. Sure, my channel says that this was made in 2012, November 2012, but really, this whole persona started nearly the start of September 2012. But I was on a different channel, of course. I went from this.
Hey everyone, Venom of X here, and yeah, this is kind of my first commentary video.
To this.
Put it in photo, because I can just restart the game anyway. That shit out of here.
Oh shit. Last one there's a rotten egg. Last one there's a rotten egg.
Just go.
Just fucking gun it. Just gun it. Yo, last one there's a rotten egg. What the fuck? Who put that? that shield there?
How much is your girth? Because like my girth is 5. That's average.
Are you fucking dude? We're not talking about this.
How much is your girth?
But YouTube has also dealt with a lot of tarnish this whole year as well. Now I know what you're thinking.
All my niggas got big dicks, my niggas. Yeah, big fat, juicy, big greasy, veiny dicks. Just big and just.
I hope it's not that.
All right, guys, give me an adjective.
What's that adjective again?
What the fuck?
What the fucking ass?
Description word, Eric. And back to this. There is now a second wave, and I'm glad to be a part of the second wave here. And, you know, the race is still going now. So, hopefully, I can gain my charisma back as I continue to make more videos. It's going to be a little rough now, only because throughout the past couple of years, I've had to neuter my personality in order to be courteous to other people I live with. We'll see how it goes, though. You know, if anything were to ever go wrong with this channel, whether I'm still being blackmailed about copyright, or I get taken down if someone doesn't like what I do, you know, then it is what it is, you know. Given that there's a recent creator that was removed as of like the past weekend, it could really happen to anybody, even someone who doesn't who really isn't on the map. So it all depends. We'll see. But that's all I gotta say for now. And next video, hopefully I'll have everything good to go. Hopefully I'll have myself together. You know, I'll feel more and more confident about uploading more, creating more, that sort of thing. But as of right now, I'm just dealing with stuff at my job and trying to figure out how not to just be completely demotivated and increasing my work ethic, that sort of thing. So I'll see you around. Thanks for watching, I suppose.